Hey, y'all, what's up? My name is Blair, and this is Momentum. All right, check it out. If you're new, please hit the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell so every time I put out a video, you'll know. And if you enjoy my content, please share. Before I get started, I want to say thank you to all of my old subscribers and my new subscribers. All right, check it out, y'all. Over the last 2 years, I've been thinking to myself, actually, over the last 3 years, I have been thinking to myself, what are the two most important things people look for when choosing a wholesaler to work with long term? And about a year ago, I started to do my own amateur study, and just ask people what they look for, and I ask them, like, in all situations, like if you didn't have any cash flow, if your cash flow was good, you were not in a good place, where you were in a good place, and you know, and I got a few answers, but there was really two things, you know, that stood out from every other answer, and surprisingly so, it really wasn't the highest pay. Yeah, you would think it was the highest pay, but the number one and number two things that people looked for was not the highest pay. Check it out. Let me explain. The very first thing that people look for is how fast are you going to pay them? If you're going to pay them the day of arrival or the day after, they will come back to you all the time. Yep. Now, I'm not saying that prices have nothing to do with it, because it has to be reasonable. If it's $10 to $15, per product, per unit, then of course, and you got 5 to 7 to 10 boxes of whatever, then of course, there's no way on earth, a person is going to go to them. It's got to be within reason. Let's say between $3 and maybe $5, which is reasonable. Okay, now the thing is that's it. Because if you got a person that's paying, let's say, $70, and then you got a person that's paying $83. If the person that's paying $70, now this is to each his own, but this is what I've been talking to people about over the last 2 years. If person is paying $70 and they can pay the day of arrival, 9 times out of 10, they're going to pick that person over the person that takes 5 to 6 days or 3 to 4 days after arrival, who's paying $83. Okay, you see what I'm saying? I mean, think to yourself, what would you do? I know which one I would pick. Now, the second thing that people looked for was transparency and honesty, and how fast the wholesaler responded to them if they texted them or emailed them with a question, or if they're with a client and they're not sure of something, and they need to take a picture and send it to the wholesaler and ask them, is this okay? A wholesaler that takes forever to respond versus a person who can get to you within like 2 or 3 minutes, that's huge. It's huge. And transparency is huge. They're going to be honest with you. It's extremely huge. But those are the two most important things that I think, according to the answers that I've been given over the last 2 to 3 years. The third thing that people look for in working with a wholesaler long time is the wholesaler's willingness to teach them a higher level of this game. Yep, wholesalers that will teach you are the best wholesalers to work with, because they're going to teach you stuff that other wholesalers won't. Because some wholesalers, let's just get down to it. I'm just going to be raw dog. This business is a very gatekeeperish business. It is. And I found that the wholesalers that I've loved to work with over the years are wholesalers who taught me parts of the game that nobody else did. It goes back to transparency. Yeah, and that's it. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. My name is Blair. I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And remember, you can't gain momentum without traction. And on that note, until the next video, peace out.